Kick, the platform throwing around record-breaking 9-figure contracts, tried to buy out the biggest streamers in the world, but instead of cashing in, they all walked away. And the shocking reasons why will completely change how you look at streaming. Think about it, $100 million is the kind of money that changes entire families for generations. So what could possibly make streamers reject money this big? Let's break it down, starting with Twitch's biggest star, Kai Cenat, who shocked fans by rejecting a $60 million Kick offer. Kai didn't just throw away $60 million as a flex, he said he had to pray about it and ended up deciding that staying on Twitch and Rumble was the best for him at that moment. He even said he wouldn't be where he is at the moment if he had taken the money.
And chat, I still feel like if I went, I wouldn't be here right now. Like, no cap.
This was a seriously brave decision because back in late 2023, when this deal was offered to Kai, lots of people were jumping ship and heading over to Kick for all the benefits. But according to Kai, not all money is good money.
I got to realize, like, not all money is good money.
That's not just confidence, that's unheard of. Most streamers would sell their soul for half of that. For any old streamer, it would have been easy to accept the money and never look back. But there was one thing Kai wanted to protect more than anything else: his brand. Kai Cenat isn't just one of the most popular streamers in the world, he's quickly becoming one of the most popular people, period. He already has multiple brand deals worth tens of millions, a long-term future of unlimited growth and sponsorship, and exposure to all the right people in the industry. Kai Cenat's best quality is his marketability, so although most of his loyal fan base would have no doubt followed him to Kick, why take the risk? Under Twitch, Kai had complete control over when he streams, what he streams about, and how he interacts with his fan base. Signing with Kick at the time would have meant he wasn't in control of those variables anymore. Most importantly, Kai was trying to protect his image. The millions of dollars, fancy cars, and the bust-down Rolexes are quickly becoming part of the high-end streaming culture these days, but it still would have been a bad look if Kai Cenat uprooted his Twitch fan base and moved over to an untested platform to promote gambling for no reason other than stacks of cash. When Shannon compared Kai's situation to Steph Curry earning $55 million, Kai said Steph making all that money doing what he loves, but he doesn't know if he would have loved it on Kick. But that wasn't to say that Kick didn't have its benefits outside of the eye-watering deals. Kick branded themselves as a creator-first platform with their extremely generous 95 to 5% revenue split, which blows Twitch's 50-50 split out of the water. The difference is huge because the revenue split means streamers on Kick gets to keep most of the money that they generate through their streams. Asmongold, for example, recently joined Kick and revealed that he earns almost 10 times as much in a month on there than he does on Twitch. So for the really big streamers, moving to Kick is basically printing free money. The other benefit is their more relaxed terms of service compared to Twitch. Kick was able to take advantage of Twitch inconsistently banning people over minor issues to advertise themselves as a free speech platform. Now this has come back to haunt Kick in more ways than one, but at the very least, it did convince some of the biggest streamers to hop off of Twitch and join Kick, most prominent of which were Aiden Ross and Trainwrecks TV. The two streamers are practically co-founders of the Kick platform, which was primarily built to promote online gambling via stake.com. Auden and Trainwrecks were one of the first streamers on the platform, and they act as ambassadors for Kick and also received the biggest deals. And Trainwrecks wasn't too happy about Kai Cenat rejecting the $60 million deal. He wanted to clarify that it wasn't just $60 million for the subathon. He said only $22 million a year was offered and that Kai's team asked for more. Trainwrecks also didn't want Kai Cenat talking about the numbers publicly because he felt it made it harder to do deals with other streamers.
The deal, right? It wasn't 60 mil for a subathon, but it was nowhere near 60 mil for just a subathon.
And Kai responded to this, stating that they kept raising the offer after he rejected the first one, and that the $60 million wasn't for just the subathon, but also to switch permanently to Kick afterwards. Aiden Ross, who is the face of Kick and possibly the richest streamer in the world, also tried to get Kai Cenat on Kick in 2023, but couldn't due to Kai's Rumble deal at the time. And the CEO of Kick even criticized Kai and other streamers' deals with Rumble, stating that it was less of a partnership and more of Twitch streamers just spending a couple of hours per week on a different platform. As far as he was concerned, if they're gonna pay big money for a streamer, they want full partnership and total commitment. And following all the pressure Kai was being put under to accept the money and go stream on Kick, Kai snapped back at all the comments. Would you have taken the $60 million? Be honest, drop it in the comments. So Kai walked away from $60 million. But what about iShowSpeed? His choice was even riskier. When Kick burst onto the scene in 2023, they went hard trying to bring in the top streamers on Twitch. Adin Ross even recently revealed that the Kick CEO offered to sign him, Kai, and Speed to a $140 million deal for the first year on Kick, and that didn't include any gambling bonuses. Adin also says it would have been a deal that Kick regretted. And speaking of Speed, with $100 million deals being handed to Adin Ross and XQC, he was asked if he got a crazy offer to join Kick too, and we already know what the answer is.
He offered me $100 million. Yeah, me and Kicks had talks in 2023. Didn't get anywhere, to be honest.
Although Speed never explained why talks fell through, we can connect the dots. Like Kai Cenat, Speed is extremely loyal to the audience that helped him rise. Speed started streaming on YouTube, and he went from just 1 or 2 viewers to over 1 million live viewers, breaking the record for the most concurrent live viewers for any individual YouTube stream. If that wasn't impressive enough, Speed also gets almost 300 million views per month across his multiple YouTube channels, which all have over 1 million subscribers. It's not just the fact that Speed knows YouTube better than any other platform, it's also because he recognizes his audience. Speed's grown a very mainstream fan base full of Europeans, Asians, soccer fans, WWE fans, and so much more. And since YouTube is also a mainstream platform, it's a match made in heaven. So uprooting his fan base and moving them to a controversial platform like Kick just wouldn't be the right move for his personal brand. On top of that, Speed also does whatever chat tells him to do, and no matter how fast it may be moving, he can read every single one. Imagine rejecting $100 million just to keep reading your chat, but that's Speed. iShowSpeed's relationship with YouTube only seems to be getting stronger as he recently talked about producing more scripted videos alongside his live streams. And back in 2023, when Adin Ross and the Kick CEO were trying to recruit Speed, he had a joint deal with Kai Cenat on Rumble where they made content together. It's no wonder they both said no, but one group who weren't so sure about their stance was the Sidemen. Do you think $100 million could actually buy out the Sidemen? Let's see. Back in the summer 2023, Adin Ross claimed he offered the AMP crew $100 million to come to Kick and they rejected it, so now he was willing to do the same for the Sidemen. But immediately after that, he admits that he's capping about offering $100 million to AMP, but states that he would still want Kick to offer the Sidemen that type of money.
I will offer Sidemen $100 million to come to Kick. Take it or leave it.
People were legitimately debating about whether or not $100 million would have been enough to convince all of the Sidemen, with some people saying it would need to be double that. Well, Vicstar did an interview in 2025 and revealed that they never received any offer from Adin or, in fact, anybody from Kick. Vicky also said that at the time he was focusing on other things and isn't too bummed out about missing the opportunity to sign a streaming deal. KSI, on the other hand, revealed that he did get a personal Kick deal, but turned it down because he preferred streaming on YouTube. Okay, pause for a second. Which streamer do you think Kick should target next? So maybe it's not about the money anymore, maybe it's about loyalty, brand, and power. But one thing's for sure, Kick isn't done. The next 9-figure offer could be the one that changes streaming forever. What do you think? Could Kick ever buy out your favorite streamer? Drop your take in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe because the next 9-figure deal might rewrite streaming history.